Okay, let's deselect. Let's select this part right here. Let's see. I think that looks good. Now over here, back on the front view, choose your background and get rid of it. And select OK. Let's clear that up, because I don't think we need it right now. Okay, so now we need to select the whole thing. Alright, and then we need to scale it. There. And we'll move it right in the middle. Let's scale it some more. If you don't, it's going to be too big. Okay. That looks good, I think. Alright, now let's export that as ASE. Now do keep in mind, if you're importing or exporting in ASC format, it is very important that you export into the same directory that you have your textures. Because if not, when you try to import it onto a character in Muvizu, you're going to get some errors and it won't load up. If it does load up, it's going to be disoriented or something. It's going to be all screwed up. So, with that said, let's save it. I overrided the other one I have. And on the ASE export, don't change nothing. Just leave everything as it is. Now let's minimize Muvizu. Okay, and let's open up. I meant not Muvizu. I meant Milkshake. Now we're opening up Muvizu. Sorry, I get ahead of myself sometimes. Okay, now let's load up our set, Crazy Talk Professor. Loads up pretty good. As you can see, I have him there. He has nothing on his face. That's because we're going to add that mask that we just made. So right click, go to edit, and then we're going to go to face, and we're going to select the face mask, import button, and then select that head 2 that we just did. Okay, now let's move it toward the front a little bit, and let's scale it, move it down, move it over. Let's see, a little bit. Let's click the unlink the chain so we can scale it the way we need it to scale. Okay, so we want it to be pretty much let's see. And bring it up a little bit. Let's see how that looks. I usually like to put it in direct mode for the head movement and see what that looks like. Okay, so let's scale it. That. Let's see. No, that's too much. I'll just bring it out more. Okay, that looks about right. Now let's go to the body and then click on the color. Let's change the color of the skin. I think that might be a good color right now. Let's see. No, let's change the color and then we'll work it from there. That should be good. Okay, now let's give them some ears. I'll go with these ears and let's kind of bring them forward a little bit. And then we'll match the color. Okay, right there. Okay, that's good enough. Now let's give them some hair and we'll give them the bed head. That, and then we're going to scale it. And then we'll bring it down. Let's bring it over like that. And then let's give it some gray color. Like so. Okay. Now we have them all set up. Now we're wondering how we're going to animate his face. Well, whoops. This is where Crazy Talk comes in at. So let's open up Crazy Talk. Whoops. Okay, I'll close all that. Let me minimize Muvizu real quick. Now let's bring back up Crazy Talk. Let's create a new, well, let it load up a second. Still loading up. It's still doing its thing. There we go. Okay, now we import an image. Click on that texture that we just made. Okay. Now, click on next. Let's zoom in. You got this dot here and these dots. Dot 1, we want the first dot in the corner of this eye. I want dot 2 in the corner of this eye. So we'll scroll down and we'll take dot 3, put it in the corner of his mouth there, and then 4, corner of his mouth right here. Okay, like so, and then click next. Now let's widen this up a little bit. Let's adjust all this. Let's move this to where it needs to be. I'll move that there and this right to fit around his eyes real good. I like that one's good, so we'll move this one right there. That looks good. And now for the eyebrows, I'll move that up there like that. That. And I like that. Okay, we'll move the nose, that one there, and that one there. So the lips are fine. So let's move this over. Let's go down a little bit. I'll take this, put it right there. It's right there. I'll move this like that. We're not going to get the ears because we added our own ears. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to click on next. Then you got this. You want to center it right on his nose like that. And then you push OK. Let's play it and see how it looks. Okay, that looks good. Now, the next thing we need to do is add some teeth. So we'll click on the teeth settings. that, and then we'll find some good cartoon teeth, which right here. Okay, right there. Now we have to bring it down some because they're too high. Just click on that until we bring it all the way down to where we need it. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got it. Now, next thing we need to do is add the voice, the audio. So we'll click on that. Now you can record your own audio or you can upload the one that you have already. Well, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to lip sync only.
Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, that wouldn't work. So I need to. Wait a minute. I got it!
Okay, that's good. So I'm going to move the end of this timeline to where that stopped because that's all I need to render. I don't want to render the whole timeline because then I'll have too many images. Alright, we got that done. So one thing we need to do, I need to animate his eyes the way I need them. So we'll click on the head puppet, face puppet. I'm going to click on preview and then I'm going to click on the space bar. See if I have any good control of his eyes. And I do, pretty much. So you blink. Yeah, I can blink them. Alright, that's good. Now, I'm going to record that.
Coefficient 5 carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, that wouldn't work. So I need to. Wait a minute. I got it!
Okay, that's good. Now let's play that back.
Coefficient 5 carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, that wouldn't work. So I need to. Wait a minute. I got it!
Hey, that's good. Thing of it is, I'm going to try to do it like this because I know the last time I did it, his face was upside down. But I'm doing it differently, so maybe it will work this way. Okay, so I'm going to go to export. Okay, and I'm not going to export video because we're going to create our own video using this. So we're going to click on image, and then I'm going to choose PNG is what I like. And I'm going to choose sequence. And what that would do is, as I export, it'll create an image of every movement it makes. Okay, it's sort of like a clip, like a video clip or something. But okay, so we're going to export. We're going to keep everything the way it is, everything, and we're going to export. And I'm going to export it into a folder. We need to put it in a folder because it's going to make a lot of images. So I need to create a new one. And I'm going to do crazy talk. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Crazy talk, and then I'll open it up, and then I'm going to put face, and then I'm going to push save. And then what it's going to do is it's going to render every movement into individual images. I'll let that export. Because we're really not rendering, we're just exporting. Okay, so that's done. So, like I said, we may have to do this again, but if we do, then we'll have to flip them around. So let's hope not. Okay, so now the next software we need to create our video texture is VirtualDub. And I have the folder right there, and again, I will create a download link to VirtualDub. Okay, so now we're going to open up a file, video file, right there, and then we're going to navigate to Crazy Talk. And then we're going to click on the first image. Not all of them, just that first, because it will import all of them at one time. So if I play it, You can see. But it's not moving quick enough. But first, before I speed it up, I need to add the audio. So I'm going to get audio from file and then click on the audio that I use for Crazy Talk. Like that. And then the video, I'm going to go frame rate. And I'm going to use the frame rate change so video and audio duration matches. Click on that. Okay, so in video back, I'm going to go to color depth and I'm going to go the same color as. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the same color as a decompression format and then I'm going to do the output format to compression display. Okay, like that. Now let me play it.
Coefficient is 5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then... No, that wouldn't work. So I need to... Wait a minute. I got it!
Okay, that looks good. So now let's save that as AVI file and we'll call it crazy. And then let's save it. And now it's going to render the video. And this is what we're going to use for our texture on the face. Okay. Now let's minimize that and close this. And let's look at it.
Coefficient is 5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then... No, that wouldn't work. So I need to... Wait a minute. I got it!
Okay, let's see how that looks. Let's go back to Muvizu. And I will click on edit and then go to face. And let's change that texture of that face. And let's see, we need crazy. And let's hope this works. Let's hope it's upright and if we don't have to flip it. Now it's going to tell you attempting to import very large file, push yes. Okay, that's what I feared. It's flipped it over. So we got to flip it around because we don't need it like that. So let's go back to uh, Crazy Talk. Let's see. Scale, what is this? No, we don't want that. Is there any way I can flip it without having to? So I guess I'm just going to have to rotate it. Let's hope I get it lined up right. Like that. Now let's overwrite those images. Clicking on the first one and then just go ahead and replace it. Okay. Now let's minimize all of that and Muvizu. Now let's create a new video. So let's open that up. There we go. Now let's add our audio as before. And let's use the same. The frame rate change. Okay, it matches the audio duration. And then we're going to go here. We're going to keep everything the same. And let's play it back.
Coefficient is 5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then... No, that wouldn't work. So I need to... Wait a minute. I got it!
Okay, so let's save that as AVI file again and overwrite the one that we made. Okay, minimize that and bring up Muvizu again. And let's try that video texture again. There we go. It looks a little washed out, but see. But you know, all in all, it still looks pretty good. It's the way I want it to be. So and he is an old guy. I'm still learning virtual dub. I think it's something got to do. I got to figure out um, how to make the colors a little darker. But I'm working on that. Now, what the important thing is we got it to work. That is the important thing. Okay, so now let's close this. Now what we need to do is add the audio into Muvizu. Give them some. Let me see. Do I have? Let me see. Actions that he has. Let's see. Let's find some actions that we can use. Um, let's see. We'll go to miscellaneous. We'll do Eureka. Okay, and then we'll do stand. Okay, and then let's see what else. Mm, was there another one? I think there was one thinking. Let's see. No, I need the one. Let's see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see. Angry, angry. Okay, I need. Let's see. Bored. I need something where he's writing. Okay, that one. And then I need. Let's see. Bored. Let's see. I gotta have something where showing that he's thinking. I had one. Can't remember where it was at. Politics. Let's see. Facial fingers. That ain't it. I know I've already been in here. Flory fall, Eureka, hands on chin. Say hands on chin. Uh, Maybe that will work. Let's see. Let's see. Now, we got that. Now let's import our audio. So let's edit that first one and import our audio, which is the professor. Let's play it back.
Coefficient 5 carry 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't.
That's good. Okay, now let's go to prepare. Keep your character selected. Go to prepare and then dialogue. Click on links to and then click on that audio that we just import and then switch to direct. It'll automatically load that up. So we're going to go to the timeline tool and then we're going to move it right about here. Let's see. Let's make sure. Let's see.
Coefficient 5 carry 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't work. So I need to. Wait a minute. I got it!
Okay. As you can see, it's looping the video that we created. But when you time it right in the timeline, you can get it just right. And I think that right there was pretty good. So now what I need to do is direct the actions. First, I'm going to direct his head, and I'm going to move his head at the beginning right there, before the timeline. I'm going to move it
Goes the
down
five, carry the two. Yes.
like that. So now let's do it again.
Goes the five, carry the two. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't work. So I need to wait a minute. I got it.
Okay, let's see. Now let's do the actions. So I want to do writing loop.
Coefficient 5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't work. So I need to wait a minute. I got it.
Okay, now all I need to do, let's see, move these around. Okay, now let's play
Coefficient
it.
5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't work. So I need to wait a minute. I got it.
Okay, so I need to adjust this a little bit more. I need to bring this right here. Now let's try that again.
Coefficient 5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't work. So I need to wait a minute. I got it.
So let's move that right about here.
So I need to wait a minute. I got it.
Right there. Now let's play that back.
Coefficient 5, carry the 2. Yes, but if x equals pi, then no, no, that wouldn't work. So I need to wait a minute. I got it.
Okay, that's it. That's how we done it. And I'm sorry I struggled with it a little bit, but like I said, I mean this is what my tutorial is about, and it's I learn as you learn. So when I'm learning something, I'm teaching it back at you. So if I'm messing up, that means you're also learning how to correct what I mess up or what you mess up. So that's pretty much what my tutorial is about. Learning and learning to correct. So anyways, this should give you an idea on how to put even pictures. It don't have to be a video, but this should give you an idea on how to do uh, video textures for face characters. I'm sorry, for the character's face and uh, and how to animate them with another application such as um, Crazy Talk Pro. You can even use Face Rig. I have that one too. Maybe later on I'll do one for Face Rig too. And you can get Face Rig off Steam, and it's a pretty cheap price. So it's a lot cheaper than Crazy Talk. So anyway, I hope this tutorial helps and answers any questions that someone may have on how to do video textures for faces or pictures for faces. Anyway, that's all I got. Until next time, I hopefully I'll have another good video or a good tutorial to show y'all. So I guess I'll see everyone later, and y'all have a blessed day or night. Thank you.